Cool.
Hmm. So a lot of stuff happened today, huh?
Oh, and yesterday.
And yesterday, but
And also tomorrow Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are supposed to have announcements of a similar
because
size.
they're gonna probably announce a replacement for that person who left the company. I don't recall. I remember they were Belgian. I don't remember their name or their position.
Hell,
Well,
I don't know who or which one you're referring. The like.
Burnhand was talking about it. But
Oh yeah, okay.
to date ourselves horribly, if you're watching the VOD, this is the day that Aetherworks Marvel got banned.
Yep. So well, let's also date it in some other ways by, like, I don't know, having some gameplay that can only happen
Yeah.
during a specific week.
Also, it's Tuesday, June 13th, 2017.
Yes, at about 4:55, as you can even see. Wow,
Yeah.
MTGO dates itself.
Oh wow. Anyways, what are we doing
Anyways,
today, Jens?
we're today's the last day to do the Mirrodin era Phantom Swiss Gauntlet. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a
Oh
link.
God, yeah, the list.
Throwback standard 4. So I'm gonna in the chat here. This is a list of decks we can possibly get in this. You'll notice that this is all, not all, but like this is a pre-bannings setup.
Oh God, there are two
There's
different.
there
There's there are two different
yeah
two different affinity decks.
there's post banning of Skullclamp affinity, which is the difference there is that it gets to have cards from Fifth Dawn, which give it cranial plating, and then you have Skullclamp affinity, which is
And we get to play the version of Affinity that plays Disciple of the Vault. Hell yes.
yeah, but both of them are the busted ones, and then we have the decks that tried to fight it at the time. We have Alpha Nail, which is a Tooth and Nail deck that only exists because Skullclamp your mana dorks is a really dumb plan.
Once they no longer are useful, then they die.
Eternal Slide, which is a Astral Slide, Eternal Dragon, Eternal Witness deck that is based on, like, it plays 4 main deck Viridian Shaman. So, that's what you're going to notice with decks in this format is, like, even Gabos is main decking 4x Oxidize. Like, you have to be ready for this. So, this standard gauntlet is, because it doesn't include Kamigawa, this is all Onslaught Mirrodin. This is right before I started playing. So,
Ooh man, Ironworks would be a deck I'd be sort of interested in.
yeah, let me...
Ooh, if you kids ever heard of a card called Goblin Charbelcher?
Yeah, oh boy. But yeah, there's also been a large amount of Magic news, which we'll probably talk about as we play here, because there's been bannings, there's been very large announcements, there's been there's been 4 spoilers today. like, so let's go ahead and jump on in this league and see what deck we're working with. Open pack.wave. Oh,
Looks
okay.
like we're playing. Looks like we're playing Elfin Nail.
Yep.
Okay. Well, our plan is to cast Tooth and Nail to put Darksteel Colossus into play.
Oddly enough, okay, so one thing to take a look at with this is a Tooth and Nail deck, but this is a Tooth and Nail deck pre Fifth Dawn, it looks like. Yeah. The big thing is so we lose. Yeah. With Tooth and Nail. So Tooth and Nail was a deck that was very huge both in, like, the Skullclamp era of with this deck and with the post affinity bannings, full post affinity bannings. So you would because then you would Tooth and Nail for, like, Darksteel Kiki or Triskelion Mephidros Vampire and, like, go to town from there. We also are playing, I guess we have 4x Clasm on the board. We have these Oxidizes in the board, which I'm almost thinking want to get main deck, but I don't know how we'd fit them in.
Hard to say. Like maybe
like,
maybe duplicant. Like
well, okay, so what other decks are we fighting? Affinity, ourselves,
yeah, against Oxidize is actually worthless against everything that isn't Ironworks and Affinity. And it's pretty useless against Ironworks.
It's fine against, oh shit, I didn't realize that the Tron deck was a Kamigawa one. That would suck to get, because you're playing in a post-banning world, and, like, you're probably... It even has a Boro, that's super post. Okay.
Yeah, they decided to put Tron here for some reason.
Yeah, what main deck red is there? None. There's a single mountain and 4 wooded foothills, and then 4 birds as well. So, like...
We have birds, and also, what elves? Like, we have many ways to get red mana if we need to.
Well, what else can't grab it? It's forest only.
Ignore me then.
Yeah. We're playing 4X Viridian Shaman in the main because, of course, we are. So maybe that's just fine. Anyway, let's see if we just get through this in, like, half an hour.
You will have to show me Forgotten Ancient.
Forgotten Ancient was the first, you make the card. This was, this one basically, I think, only is worthwhile coming in against, like, goblins? Probably?
Nah.
Because, like, it's big enough to beat every single one of them in most instances, but, oh man. Except for, like, a Click Slither, but...
Yeah, Click Slither. We also have Kamal in the deck, which is an overrun.
Yeah, that's probably one of our, like, bigger tooth targets, because, like, overrun all your, all this
overrun.
stuff
Overrun is pretty great on every creature that is not called Vine Trellis.
Yep.
I like Vine Trellis a lot.
So... Alright. Also, we're 61 cards.
How'd that happen?
That's how the deck was.
I mean, I can double check. I believe you.
Yeah.
29, 32.
It's a 61 card deck. Whatever.
Yeah, they're playing. They just put the mountain on top of the deck. That's how they did it.
There was no such thing as mill in this format. In Affinity? No way. This is
Way too fast.
the 61st card is in here because they could not figure out which card was the worst to cut.
It's actually the correct Triskelion art, as weird as that is to say. Because he's a little sword there.
Ching. Alright. I wonder how long it's going to take to find opponents.
Yeah, that's one thing we could have done, is just board out our mountain. Be like, okay, we're down to 60 cards.
Yeah.
We're in a limited queue. We just have to be above, I think we just have to be above 40. Or 40, yeah.
So, the Sundering Titan is bad here because Sundering Titan against, like, I don't know, decks with no basics, and then Sundering Titan against deck with no basic, and then Sundering Titan against, well, look, deck with one type of basic, and then, oh, another deck with no basics. Oh, another deck with one type of basic. Like, the card's really bad, like, in this.
As much as we love Sundering Titan, who is different now than he was when he was new, because he is a golem now, is not the correct place for him.
Yeah, like, at most you'll ever get is two basics, and you'll probably blow up one or two of your own to do so, which is fine.
They made it a golem. That used to be just artifact creature.
I am fighting Darksteel Colossus.
Oh, we're fighting with Darksteel Colossus.
Yeah.
Looks like we're actually fighting Numerical. I would really love this if it had a clamp, but I see birds and wood elves.
We don't even have birds and wood elves here.
We have it. We have birds and divine trellis.
It's like birds and divine trellis into Like
The
with
Jack.
yeah, two Wirewood Heralds with no Skullclamp.
This isn't. I think this hand is keepable, but I hate it.
If our birds dies, we lose the game.
Yes. So we mulligan, right? Oh, okay. Oh, we're
Minamo.
playing against Sly.
There's only one. No, no, Minamo. There's only one deck that can be.
Oh,
That's
Tron?
Tron. Yeah.
Oh, I closed the list on accident. Okay. Well, there's our wooded foothills.
Yep. But yeah, there's only one list it can be, and it's a post. I feel so bad for our opponent as they're playing a post bannings deck.
Guess we have Clamp in ours.
Yeah. Like they get to play. Like, and here's the thing: like even post bannings, it's like Mana Leak, Thirst for Knowledge, CRM Visions. Like they're not a bad deck,
Yeah.
but
I'm just not. Okay, they're. I now realize what they are. I now know what they are troning into. It took me a while to see. I was like, wait, Mimnark? And then I see the 3x Mindslaver, and I'm like, okay.
yeah. How many counters
So
do they play? They play 3 Mana Leak, 4 Condescend.
Mm-hmm. So we just go Wood Elves here, or do you want the Trellis, or...
I'm gonna go Trellis. They like that plays into Condescend going Wood Elves, so
Ah, okay. At the same time, I don't hate burning their counter on Wood Elves.
fair. Or are they gonna natural Tron me? They might. Let's find out.
Let's look at Tron. Yeah, they don't have a way to not...
Yeah, I guess they have to natural Tron.
Yeah, they have Serum Visions and Concentrate and, like, Top to help them, but they're not playing Sylvan Scrying.
Hey, Mana Leak.
Will not pay 3 for Mana Leak.
Alright, let's get a Wirewood Herald down. Hopefully we draw Skullclamp, and then that card is ridiculous.
We get a clock. We get a clamp. We get a clock going.
20 turns. Hey!
There we are.
Alright.
So they have infinite mana now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana they have.
Yeah, and Minamo can untap it's Elf and Oboro, I think, in this deck. It's only in here just as a...
If they slaver us, they can make us play Triskelion if we draw a land. And okay,
Oh. Or,
they don't have double blue though.
No, they don't. Well. I got bad news.
I think our bad news is we dump our hand, try to play and get Kamal down before they can get double blue, and then just try to kill them with Overrun.
Yeah. I think that's all we've got.
This is also probably a deck where, like, Oxidize kills their, like, win cons.
No, we are playing 4 Viridian Shaman in the main.
Ah, that's good, yeah.
Yep, sure I'm taking 4. Actually, no. I'm not... Oh.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'll chump block with my Wirewood Heralds, but you're not gonna let me, so fine.
Okay, this makes Overrun somewhat worse.
Yeah, I planned on blocking. We didn't get that option though, so
For a second, I thought they were going to, like, I don't know. Well,
I'm getting this down now.
yeah.
Hey.
So we have, if they don't draw double blue next turn, we have a few turns.
Yeah.
If they do draw double blue next turn, we have a turn.
Yep. They could just play a Trisk.
They just go Triskelion
They're gonna
murder.
play Triskelion and murder Kamal. Yeah, okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
We're not we're not out of it yet.
no, we're in a pretty bad spot though. The reason I
We're
played Karmal into that was because they were tapped off blue, and I figured that there was a higher chance their hand contained a counterspell than their hand containing Triskelion, seeing as it's 3 versus 6 remaining in their deck.
oh, there's their double blue.
Yeah, okay. If you don't kill Karmal by the time I untap, you've made a large mistake. Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Also, we can nail. We can't tooth and nail.
Yeah, which isn't actually helpful here.
You can pay 1 extra mana and another card to put Triskelion into play. What do we do here?
Why is Karmal not dead? I think I'm playing a Wirewood Herald.
Okay. If Wirewood Herald dies, we're back in it.
Right, because we just get to go grab a Viridian Shaman and kick this out. I think.
Minted Elf, Viridian Shaman.
I guess I leave up Pump Mana.
Alright.
Alright. We were playing Tooth and Nail today.
And we're playing Tooth and Nail. I will relink the lists. This is the thing we were doing.
Alright, did they draw 3rd blue? That would let them just steal it on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Okay.
They're looking for it, though. See, that makes them not make it unable to become an artifact. So they can't.
Yeah, they can't even, like, half and half unless they draw a blue source off of that.
Which, I'll look and see how many they're playing.
Oh, hold the fuck on.
Hmm? The land ability?
Uh-huh.
Let's go.
Uh-huh.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
You know what? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Please don't kill Kamal. Please, you're greedy. You want to steal Kamal. Although they're going to play another Trisk and then,
Slaver, you're never activating that.
Okay. Yeah, they can't kill Kamal now. Although, can we play Trisk and...
We can kill 1 land. Oh.
we block with Wirewood Herald. we... Yes.
Okay.
Viridian Shaman enters the revealed card zone.
Viridian Shaman enters the revealed card zone. Anyway, I'm letting people piece together the plan that I've come up with on their own to see if they like it. We can only blow up 1 land right now.
Didn't we do it this turn?
We have to. There's a slaver, unless I think I want to. I think.
Yeah, we either blow up a land, which I think we do Urza's Tower.
We could. I guess, yeah, if I shaman, I would, like, shaman kill, like, but the longer I do that, like, he might actually just get the mana to steal Karmal next turn.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, if I give him another turn, especially with the Scry, which we should check where that went. Top, bottom.
Okay, so.
Alright, I think I'm blowing up a land then.
Okay.
So.
And we'll still have Trisk in play.
Yeah. actually, hold on. We want to... So let's blow up the tower, you think?
That produces the most mana, right?
Well, they
you
all
want to get rid of blue sources.
No, no, no. We want to get rid of one of the Tron, because then their Tron is off. It's just...
Yeah, but tower produces 3 when tapped, right? Instead of 2?
Yeah, but they all produce 1 when tapped.
I know. I meant, like...
Can I beat an active Slaver, though? Because they can Slaver next turn if I do this.
And they make our team attack in after...
That might actually be more relevant in that I can't beat an active Slaver.
Well, what does Slaver do to us when it activates?
Blows up our lands. Blows up our fucking lands.
You know what? Yes, that is what it does.
Because they just do the same thing back to us.
Then we blow up Slaver and get other Wirewood Herald down? Or do we play Wood Elves?
We play both.
Right, we have a million mana.
Yeah. Kill your Slaver. If they draw another...
Right, Wood Elves is good. Okay.
Wood Elves is a good card, yeah.
I thought it was need to be tapped. Because I think there's been Grey Ogres that do that.
Yeah, or go to hand.
Well, that's a Ranger. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna...
So luckily, if they steal Kamal, all they do...
Okay, they're just killing Kamal.
Because if they steal Kamal, who cares? It's just a 4/3.
It's something they should have done turns ago, because now, like, I can't blow up all their lands.
Kamal's dead.
So...
It's... What's the entwine on Tooth and Nail?
9.
4?
It's 2.
Like 9. Yeah, 9. Okay, 2. I thought it was 9 total. I was wondering how much it was this. Okay, how much? We have 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
We draw land, we just produce a okay.
How many times are you gonna do that, jackass? Like... Oh, well, please tap your other blue.
Oh yes, tap blue.
Oh god, I don't have the mana for Tooth and Nail Entwined right now. Sure.
If we draw land, we do.
Right.
It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Like, Tooth and Nail Entwined is kill Memnarch, like, produce a Darksteel or something like that. The stream go down? Huh.
Stream's back now. Okay.
I mean, I didn't... That's weird, seeing as I was, I haven't lost Magic Online, and usually we lose.
And I haven't lost eyes. So, okay, what is our opponent doing?
Weird.
It might be Twitch, because they are E3.
Fair. Could be. Solemn. Okay, that gets you your blue source, so we need Memnarch dead here.
Yeah, Memnarch needs to die. So we
need to draw a mana source, untapped land. Yeah, we'll just throw this in the way here.
Or just nude drawing Viridian Shaman. Well...
That doesn't do it.
Don't do it.
That actually produces 0 mana total. It's 4 in, 4 out. Fuck. I guess it's Trisk. But, like, playing Trisk into this, like...
We might just bloom into Wirewood Herald. Like, Memnarch is permanent.
Yeah.
So they could steal the bloom.
It doesn't matter, it's both players. It's all forests, actually, is how this card works.
Oh. Okay, who cares then? Do we play Trisk?
I'm playing Trisk.
Okay.
I want them to have to, like, waste mana on the turn to try to steal Trisk, and then Trisk just, like, kills itself or whatever. It doesn't matter. But it'll make them waste.
Ooh. Here's what happens. When they go to steal Trisk, we kill Wirewood Herald and Trisk.
Yeah, and this Trisk, too.
That's what I meant. Yeah, we just have it shoot missiles.
Yeah, it just fires off. Anyway, Tooth and Nail's a good final card to have.
Do we kill their sad sack? I don't think we do.
Nah. I don't want to give them card. So, Slaver's the worst draw, which means that... okay, so here's the Trisk, so let's go ahead and kill their Trisk. Kill Wirewood Herald? Do I need to kill this, or is this going to die to blocking? Let's kill it to make damn sure.
Yeah, our opponent could Echoing Truth it again.
For the... Can they? Do they have that many? They do. They have 3.
Well, Echoing Truth is a pretty okay answer to, like, Ravager.
Shaman. Then Trisk kills itself off in its final act. Now you control my artifact. Good job. Alright, cool. That's actually really good for us, seeing as it cuts them off. I want to cut them off of, like, the blue mana and the ability to, like...
They're tapping... Okay, they're tapping blue to do thirst. Okay.
I'm happy with them tapping low so Tooth and Nail can resolve through, like, Condescend. Condescend for 6. Can I pay that?
We have 10, 11, 12, 13.
So I would need to draw a Forest again in order to pay that. Let's do that. I don't want to give you card.
You could just play the Shaman first, just to kill Memnarch.
I'm probably going to play Shaman second to also kill Memnarch. Oh, or they're going to tap.
They're going to play another Trisk?
Why would you tap out here?
Okay, I guess we're at Legendary Artifact Creature Wizard. They know the Viridian Shaman is in our hand. Oh, okay, whatever.
They even know it's legendary because I'm pretty like.
Yeah, because whatever. This is a legend. The legend continues.
The legend will never die.
So what do we want here? Colossus, certainly.
Hold on, what do you do?
Just untaps an elf. Or untap target creature, return an elf.
I might grab that. So I can bounce Shaman. So what, like Darksteel Colossus Wirewood Symbiote?
That seems fine.
Sounds good to me.
They forgot to play Mirror Gallery. I could leave... Yeah, okay. Kind of like leaving Vine Trellis untapped.
Well, I'm untapping it.
Yeah, so that we can block Satsack without dying. And we blow up the Talisman.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm gonna be blowing up every artifact they play for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Because Wirewood Symbiote can do this on every turn.
We don't take a damage. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Civil War reenactment, go. So our opponent actually has infinite mana.
I guess if they play the third Memnarch, that would be pretty bad.
They could just play Slaver, activate Slaver.
No, I'm thinking like they play third Memnarch and just steal my Darksteel.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. It'd be pretty awful.
It'd be like bad, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would losing the game.
Which, basically, because they played second Memnarch, I'm okay with this.
Sad Kamal's dead.
Yeah, same. Oh.
If we duplicate their guys, they don't. Actually, I think we save that.
We'll save that for if the Memnarch happens.
If Memnarch happens, then we just have a couple duplicates pop out.
Let's
I think you can only activate Symbiote once per turn.
True, but there's only 2 Memnarch on the list? Oh, pfft, okay then.
Oh, whatever then. Yeah, cool.
Cool. So, Darksteel Colossus then, eh?
Maybe we do play Tooth and Nail then, so that they can't make his duplicate. A duplicate is probably you can duplicate your own guys because it's an old card. I will check.
Swamp, eh? Serum Visions, sure.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
You can
Cranial on the board. Got it. I was trying to figure out what that swamp was for. Anyway.
Hey. So, do you have any changes to make?
Control changes. Well, we got 6 more destroy target artifacts if we wanted them between Naturalize and Oxidize. I don't really think we need that, though. Like, Viridian Shaman is basically enough. Pyroclasm's very bad in this matchup. Forgotten Ancient doesn't, like... I don't see
Really,
anything...
our opponent's plan is very simple, and so is our answer to that plan.
Yeah.
We just have to have something ready for when they go to Slaver or Memnarch us.
Yeah, like, Slaver can do some bad news to us, but, like, our deck doesn't actually have too many cards that are, like, fully backfiring.
Like, we have Trisk, we have Duplicant. If they had Slaver there to make us cast Tooth and Nail, putting 2 Duplicants into play, like, that would be pretty awful, but one of those Duplicants would be an 11/11, so... Shrugs? Sundering Titan is bad here. Unless our opponent actually played the...
They have one swamp.
If they actually played Island Swamp, then maybe... But no, we don't need it.
I'm just gonna rock it.
Let's rock. We hit our opponent with Darksteel Colossus and they died.
Yes, that is indeed what happened.
No. I don't like this.
This hand doesn't go anywhere. I like Vernal Bloom, but, like, we don't have the 3rd land for Wood Elves, like...
Yeah, like, there's a cute, like, Wood Elves Wirewood symbiote thing going on here, but I don't.
I don't feel too bad on it, but, like... I'm also not impressed by it. Let's mulligan it.
Okay, this hand has...
This hand sucks, too, but...
it has Skullclamp and Wirewood Herald in it, so...
Yep.
Hell, we might clamp one of those symbiotes next turn.
I'm thinking playing Herald on 2 if they don't actually have blue up. They don't have blue up.
Oh, are they gonna nude... Okay, they're not gonna nude Tain us.
They're gonna Serum Visions, too. Okay.
Yeah, symbiote seems fine here.
Mulling to 5 doesn't matter when one of your 5 is Skullclamp.
Ooh, or Trellis. We could Trellis into Clamp.
Well, we can't, like, on this turn. Trellis can't tap this turn.
Alright, right. Don't want to advance our mana, or do we want to?
Or let's unmulligan.
Yeah!
Mulligans are fake.
The Clamp is down, so here comes Concentrate.
Sure.
That's a good card. However, it's not... We're also going to be drawing 3 cards next turn.
Yo, Chrome Mox.
They don't have... I'll make sure, but I don't think this was the era of 1 mana counter spells.
Nah, they could have a null on sideboard.
I'll check. Sideboard is Talisman, March of the Machines, Cranial, Duplicants, 3X Annul, Maloku, Sun Droplet. Are we really a list that you... Like, Annul doesn't do anything here.
A null could have countered. It can counter
Uh,
our bloom, I guess, if we went for that. But or Skullclamp. But
yeah,
that's
well, it could have, but I mean, like, in this circumstance with the Chrome marks up...
yeah. They could Slaver activate? No, if they played a Urza's land, but they didn't draw one, so.
Okay, they're just swishing up.
You know, if you want to pay 4 mana to draw 3 cards, I will allow this.
Oh, and they're going to develop their mana. Okay, we are once again safe. They could annul the Vernal Bloom, but...
No, they can't.
Nope. Okay, our opponent is just looking desperately for something to do.
Yeah.
Which I can respect. So are we. Concentrate!
Oh, they're making that face. They're going,
oh, concentrate!
just give me your cards.
So we are going to be able to unmolestedly do everything we want.
Yeah, let's quick do this.
Can we get Vernal Bloom down and Wirewood Herald Clamp?
We can't do all that, because Wirewood Symbiote to untap a thing needs to...
Be an elf.
Be an elf, which I guess if I bounced Wirewood Herald, I could, but I'm just gonna... Like, Vernal Bloom and play Wirewood Herald.
Mm-hmm. And if they want to Echoing Truth, that they can. Attack for 1.
Yep. They got a lot of mana there, even without Tron up. There's full Tron.
Okay.
Alright, what do they actually have to back up? Like, what is full Tron, like, backing up right now? Nothing right now.
Nothing. Okay, because, like, if they did Slaver us right now, it wouldn't do anything. They would be a fog.
5. There we go. No, 6. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, 5 is stop passing.
That's fine. What do you got, bud? Is it something I can blow up with Viridian Shaman? That's actually my only question, because Wirewood Herald is gonna go find a friend.
Yeah, is it... Are they going to Trisk us? By all means.
Sure. I mean, I guess losing Wirewood Symbiote sucks, but...
Not ideal, but, you know.
I don't feel too bad about it. I can play Viridian Shaman and then draw 4 cards off it.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, they're killing it. They might hold the 2 counters for something like that. Well, yeah, Viridian Shaman, well, okay. I think they can kill Viridian Shaman in response to the trigger going on the stack, but then we're just playing like a 3-mana Shatter. I'm fine with that.
Or gets countered.
It does not. They're going to go after a Trisk, or they're going to go after their mana. They have so much blue right now.
I'm gonna go after Trisk first. They should just kill Viridian Shaman in response, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Sadly, Clamp is not a source. It's an instant speed ability.
Right,
so,
Clamp has at least some drawbacks, right? Are you echoing truthing? Okay, you're echoing truthing the Trisk. Sure, that's fine.
That's pretty good, actually.
Anyway, how do we feel about drawing a bunch of cards?
Okay.
Yeah, let's use that.
Do we just want the Shaman?
Kind of want Wood Elves here.
Yeah. Could also get Wirewood Herald.
Yeah, I just want Wood Elves because I wanted to
And we can clamp again.
Right. Like, I can just draw more cards. This is how the deck works, by the way, is drawing infinite cards. Oh, the loop stops. Trying to play second clamp. Okay.
Yeah, AF6.
I care about clamping symbiote.
I kind of like having a symbiote in the pocket, but if we just want to have cards,
Yeah.
how many clamps are we playing? I want to know if it's possible to clamp our own Vine Trellis to death.
There's 4.
Yep, there's 4 clamp. So,
Don't mind me. There's the other one.
okay, we got everything back anyways.
Cool.
Can also produce a million billion mana thanks to if we play our mana flares.
So we just need to draw Tooth and Nail. And then here comes Trisk. Yeah, our one-sided mana flare. There's no Crater of Behemoth in this list.
Oh no. We have Kamal, but we also have more creatures that die to Skullclamp.
Well, they don't let us.
Sure enough.
Here's a Vernal Bloom again.
Want to counter it? Thing is, if we get these Vernal Blooms down, their counter spells become actually worthless.
Well, Craterhoof Behemoth is from Avacyn Restored, and Skullclamp is from Darksteel about 8 years before. So...
Yeah, we're playing... I will link for Squirrel Token...
Yes.
I'll relink the article for Squirrel Token's...
benefit, yes.
Kamal is what we have is for our Craterhoof, which is also an overrun.
You're not letting me do this. This is standard. Yep. Yep. Okay. You're not letting me do that. That's fine.
But if we do get these Vernal Blooms down, they cannot possibly counter anything. All of their counters are soft counters.
They're gonna Echoing Truth all 3. It's gonna be great. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and equip Skullclamp to Vine Trellis.
Like, have I just have our 2/2 Vine Trellis?
Like,
if you wanna
attack on in.
If you attack in, yes, please.
Please do. Please come on in. Water is fine. There is nobody here to block you.
How much mana do we actually... We have 15 mana right now? Are they just going to Echoing Truth us?
Thirst.
No?
Draw as many cards as possible. They're looking for Memnarch, I guess.
Just to start stealing our Skull Clamps?
Yeah, to start stealing our Skull Clamps. Makes sense to me.
So their deck can have it?
Or, like, what? Like, what? If they Slaver here, what do they get? Nothing? Like...
yeah.
There's Memnarch. That's bad.
That's pretty terrible.
They can only Memnarch to steal 1 clamp right now, but... yeah, they can Memnarch to steal 1 clamp right now. So I need to draw an out to that. Tooth and Nail would be preferred.
Tooth and Nail works. Even Viridian Shaman wouldn't be the worst. Yeah. They saw the trick. Now Skullclamp. Now Viridian Shaman is not preferable, but what we would like is Tooth and Nail for duplicant. Because that doesn't.
That'd work. Yeah, that would work. They can't attack here.
Well, they can, but it's inadvisable.
Yeah. That's bad. So we've got 32 mana and nothing to do with it. It's a poor place to be. Yeah, because I can't even, like, play this and equip it. That won't work. Yeah. We're not in a good position here because of Memnarch.
We've done a venerable ramp deck thing.
Yes.
Which is you ramp completely out and then have jack all to do with it.
Right. We have ramped into huge things, and we've it's actually nothing to do with our huge things. So with our
Now we,
huge amounts of mana, we need
now
to.
we can't even block Trisk now because our Vine Trellis would die for free. His Vine Trellis worth 6 life.
Yeah. Seeing as we have 32 mana, I'm okay with that. Our huge things are actually all really terrible here too, because Memnarch can just steal them all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they should never go below,
Double blue. Well,
that sucks.
it does.
This is you're gonna see why this sucks here in a moment.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
It's not tooth and nail. All right, let's move to 3.
Yeah.
We knew that was in their hand.
How do we feel about like Oxidize or whatever now?
Trying to think what's bad here.
Like, do we need all 4 Vernal Blooms?
I like blooms. The vine trellises are the ones I don't like.
Ah,
Like, they don't
Get
block anything in this.
like maybe 2 out, 2 in.
Let's do that.
You could maybe go 3, but with our yeah, replace Mountain with Oxidize. 20 lands with all the Wood Elves and Vine Trellis and birds.
It's light. I'm just going down to 60.
Okay.
I like to play first, yes.
Well, this is a Birds of Paradise in it.
Yep.
And a Clamp.
And we know our opponent doesn't have, like, real ways to stop that. Like, they can't stop me from playing Trellis on 2.
If we draw a land, we might play Wood Elves.
Ooh, maybe they can stop me from playing Vine Trellis on 2 with, like, a Mana Leak.
Okay, now we play Vine Trellis then.
They put Mana Leak on it.
Mm.
What the heck? Oh, they're just ramping like as much as we are. Oh my god.
Top! It's here! Trellis here?
No.
Or we do Birds Clamp, yeah.
Yeah, we get clamped down because if we don't get clamped down now, they could annul it.
For the next turn, we have Wood Elves Clamp.
Yep. Which looks really good.
Looks stupendous.
Sure, Thirst.
They're thirsty.
Well, they want to make up this card disadvantage.
They also probably they might be looking for land. Like keep a 1-lander with Chrome Mox and.
I'll note that this play that they did this turn is post bannings. Like that was what standard looked like. Is just like this kind of ridiculous amount of play. Okay.
Yeah, they found land. So they're just going to top now.
Welcome to top hell.
This means we're utterly free next turn, though.
Yeah, Wood Elves Clamp is not going to get interrupted, which is nice.
They kind of they snooge the decks to sort of be, but not really. Most of these are the lists that they. Ooh.
We need to.
Yeah, well, we need cards. So
we need to develop mana. I can't be on one land.
I like that being in the pocket, though.
Oh god.
Okay.
I needed to draw forests here. Is the thing. We are very behind on mana development against this opponent, and need to fix that. They're probably gonna play a Solemn here.
Yeah, it'd be probably worst case. This is match 1. We are.
And that's.
We are owned. I think the word is owned.
Yeah.
I like those sorcery speed echoing truths, though.
Mm-hmm.
They have consistently done that.
They really want me off mana.
I mean, that's fair. They see our situation.
Yeah.
Topping now is weird.
Okay, thank you. birds. This is me playing around. Condescend for 1. I don't want to make that card alive for our opponent.
Yeah, because they could if we tried to do trellis or something there. And we want our mana, so we're not clamping our birds yet.
If they go land Trisk, we are in hell. Because we lose half of our lands for that.
Hooray!
I guess should have clamped a bird then. Yeah.
That's hindsight.
True, but it was the correct play.
Wait, post. Okay. I was hoping our opponent would make a mistake, which is we Trisk. We were blowing up Trisk here. They might have spent the counter on Viridian Shaman for no reason, just out of like whatever, and then we could clamp it afterwards.
Yeah, but, there's no way.
Now they're just gonna ping us in the face. Yeah. I guess we put clamp on Shaman in case we draw second clamp.
Yeah. We have our own Trisk, but we're never getting to that mana at this rate. We are having a lot of trouble ramping, which is, again, the other venerable thing that the ramp deck does.
Yeah, our opponent's down to 2 cards. They have tops,
I was going to say, they're down to 5 cards. It's 2+3. Like, top is a very powerful card. They have a lot of card draw, too. They might... I'm actually most happy that they're out of, like, they're not on, like, full Tron, because we don't have a way of fighting that.
Yeah, they're 2 Trons away from that.
Yes, this Gauntlet was from before Clamp was banned, but our opponent is from Kamigawa era. So, they're playing, like... Please stop that. Yield ramp foibles.
Cavine Trellis 1. Mono leak. Like, if they leak this, condescend the other, that sucks, but...
Well, then they're out of cards.
Yeah.
They really, really don't want me doing anything. Yeah, condescend for... Alright.
And then they can scry the top away if they want to. And the scry here does actually nothing because they know the top 3 of their deck.
Yeah, let them remove, like, one of the top cards if they want, like, a top card gone.
Yeah, if they were playing super smart ahead.
Maybe I just beat you down with Viridian Shaman for eons. Solemn?
Just play
Trisk
Mimnarch.
again? Trisk again.
Yes! Do it! Trisk our guy. Yeah, I think we hold Viridian Shaman.
Scry, this is when Scry became a keyword, actually.
They invented Scry back in the day.
5th Dawn was the set where Scry started.
Everything was basically Scry 2, I think.
Everything.
It's like how when they made cycling, everything was cycling 2.
I will block.
Attack! Attack us! Yes!
Give me some cards. Okay.
Okay. Okay!
Oh,
We just
my
played 4
goodness.
lands.
I resolved 4 lands. I feel pretty good about this.
Our opponent is...
They're
okay.
they're drawing cards like all over the place. So
Cantripping, though.
yeah,
They find their concentrate.
they
Oh,
had
actually-
the Scry. They knew what that card was. They drew a card that they knew they wanted. Oh, they drew 2 cards that they knew they wanted.
Play Mimnarch or something.
Concentrate.
Okay, blue, it's not blue mana down. All 4X Urza's power plants.
Sure. Top again, but your
Okay,
tapped color out.
Blue is out. Okay.
Can I draw a land, please, for Tooth? Land for Tooth and Nail is what I want.
Please, land for Toothing and Nail.
Yep.
So that we can freaking go nuts. Well, that's free at least. Do we blow up Trisk? Since we have Tooth and Nail, I think we do.
Then I'm gonna draw some cards off birds.
One more to our dome. Yeah. I really like Triskelion, but it's not a card they would ever print ever again. I guess nowadays we have Walking Ballista.
Yeah, we have variants on it. It's not like something they would never print again. Okay, I get it. I can't ever do anything. I understand.
Yeah, I see a Wood Elves and a Skullclamp. I'm feeling A-okay.
Alright. What do we got here? Trisk again. Sure. And Thirst, tapping out.
Oh, tapping their blue. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we've had different, like, Grim Poppet comes to mind.
Mm. What was the previous Walking Ballista type thing that was all over Standard forever?
The Hangerback?
Yeah, Hangerback Walker. Yeah.
Actually, let's just...
Let's get in the car. Oh, we search up here. Maybe duplicate Viridian Shaman? Just have a backup? Now we want to draw cards, okay.
Yeah, I kind of want to draw.
Yeah. He should shock us. Actually, he should put a damage on duplicant.
No,
Okay.
he killed itself. Alright.
Well, that's actually... No, that leaves us a 2/4.
Yep. And then Wood Elves is a free card.
He should have pinged us for 1 and then put a no, he should have... At times we can make it a concern. But we can play fast.
Yep. Okay, they've got full mana.
Okay.
Do
They
you
have
actually have
Slaver.
Slaver? It's the only card I think that matters. Memnarch?
Get it.
Sure.
What's he stealing? Okay, that gets duplicated away. Please tap your blue. Are they making something an artifact?
No, he took the clamp.
Oh, okay.
So we want duplicant, Carmal.
Do we get a 4/5, a 5/4, or a 4/5? Yeah, we get a. Okay, always yield.
Mm-hmm. And yeah.
Attack with all creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have him dead to Trisk.
Yeah, they die on untap, so unless they mind slaver here.
Guess they found the slaver.
Nope.
Nope, they found duplicant. Okay. Did they spin for? Did they spin for slaver? I would.
They should have done that pre-duplicant, like.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They still have the mana for it if they find slaver. That's 10, 11.
And this gives them a creature for us to run our guys into.
Yeah.
And that they make us Trisk our own guys to death. Like, it's pretty terrible. But they still have the problem of Darksteel Colossus, even at the end of the day. Okay. We are going to cast Triskelion.
I am casting Triskelion and killing you. Let's move on.
Uh-huh.
Do you have an
Spawn the
annul
top.
there? Do you have an actual ass annul? Because I can pay for,
I can pay for any counterspell you got. Mono was crazy back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, this is a kind of running theme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
I'm in.
Tap 2 lands.
Yeah, I'm in. Seems good to me. I'll pay 7. And then, let me just end this one, please.
Hooray! Down to the wire!
Yeah, a little bit.
Although our opponent was 2. That wasn't like us being way behind. We were about even on clock. They were a little ahead of us.
Yeah. Yeah, mana burn.
Yeah, Mana Burn made Mana Flare a little more exciting.
Yeah, but like when you have Skullclamp, do you just move back and forth a bunch?
Yeah,
Like,
when you have Clamp, it's a little easier.
yeah. Or like a lot of these decks have again top. It's impossible to mana burn when you control a top.
See, I activate top 16 times.
Yeah.
Pass.
All right, let's see if we get something else.
Yeah, that was a bad topping. Our opponent liked to spin the top. I like to see that out of him.
Yeah. All right.
They must be a Miracles player. Oh,
I'll try it.
this is capable.
Don't much like it, but like Vine Trellis into Vernal Wood Elves into Vernal Bloom or something
Okay.
like
Opponent considered and okay.
that. Really?
Opponent considered and then passed on the 5.
Okay.
Well, kids, we're back to this. And okay. Do we trellis here or do we get? I think we trellis. We don't have a clamp, so there's no reason to play Wirewood Herald.
Yeah. Do you like that last match? Wanna do it again? Where's my always yield to? Though I'm in the middle of a. Again, this is the only deck from Kamigawa, so.
Are they just going to skip over Kamigawa?
Yeah.
Or because
they're probably doing Rav next. They better be doing Rav next. Rav has like a dozen decks that were good.
Are we not going to play in a format with Jite?
No, you'll get Rav Kamigawa Rav. When I say Rav, I mean Kamigawa Rav, and I mean Rav Time Spiral. They'll do both together. At least they better. Sure, Chromox. Wow, you're going really down on cards here.
That's why they considered the mold a 5, probably.
Yeah.
They already were at 5 cards. Shut up. I liked Kamigawa, except for all the terrible cards in it.
That's Voltron.
Yeah. Bloom number 1.
Counter this.
How heavily condescended are we getting? This might just be Monoleak. I would prefer Monoleak to condescend, so they don't get the scry. Yeah. But the scry doesn't matter because they have to top, but the scry actually does matter.
You got it.
Okay.
Kamigawa is a cool set. Champions is. The other two are bad.
Takano's Cavalry. This pay 3 mana for their top.
Saviors was such a poor set that, like, the most valuable cards out of that in Standard were Pithing Needle, Twin Cast, but Twin Cast was played by nobody, other than, like, some weird... Some of the mono blue decks played it as a counter to Tooth and Nail, which is funny. But Twin Cast wasn't actually, like, a big constructed card. Pithing Needle was. And then also, Hand of Honor and Hand of Cruelties.
Yeah, classic.
Which are uncommons. Like, I think, like, Kagamaru didn't really see any play in Standard.
Which is sad, because he's one of my favorite Wrath gods.
Yeah. Talisman? Oh my god, auto-yield to this thing.
Yeah, we're a ramp deck. We're never going to do anything about that. Looks like Triskelion isn't in play, or whatever.
Saviors is an incredibly poor set from both a constructed standpoint and a limited standpoint. Basically every standpoint that isn't, like, arguing about the flavor. Oh my god, so the cool thing is, guess what happens when this top comes back into play? What do you got, bud? Okay. Blue mana. So you can counter my next spell. I think I'll just play Wood Elves then. Yep.
Is it another condescend?
Looks like it. Looks like it. Yeah, they're gonna do everything they can to keep me off of mana. Which is working. Like, there's nothing I can really do to stop that.
They're getting low, though. But their low doesn't matter because the top card of their deck is going to be the best possible card out of, like, 6.
Right. There were lists that used... There were, like... Well, here's the thing. There were, like, some lists that used, like, a Kagamaru as a backup threat so you couldn't get Cranial extracted. But Kagamaru was not a like, very heavily played card. Like, if we're going to be very, very pedantic about it, like, one with nothing saw some standard, some sideboard play. But really, Saviors had very, very little going for it. There was a block constructed format, which might be where, like, a lot of the lists you've seen were from. Things like Promise of Bunrai was a big deck in block. So
here's what our deck looks like when we don't have a Skullclamp.
Kagamaru aspect of sideboard, yeah. Like, Kagamaru is a very good card. It's just also oh boy.
Okay. Well, on to game 2.
Are we still here? Even in block, you had to try to find a reason not to play gifts. Yeah, the reason you didn't play gifts in block was time concerns, because in a gifts mirror you basically like ran out of time and you couldn't play a 50-minute round, and gifts mirror it was impossible. So like you didn't want to be like, it was weird. So like you had to build your gift stack to be able to win game 1. Like, it was a weird world. Okay.
There's something they can't counter.
Well, they don't have blue up anymore, so...
Do we just...
I'm resolving Vernal Bloom right now.
I guess we get symbiote down too. Or do we?
I don't think so. Not with, like, not without some sort of reason for it. I don't like it.
Yeah, because of Trisk, right? This comes down and dies to Trisk.
Yeah.
Whereas right now, they can Trisk our guys all they want to.
But yeah, even the Gifts deck played Jite because Jite was the most efficient way to kill a Jite. Because the other efficient way to do it was a 2-mana naturalize with Splice onto Arcane 4. Heck, it was even double green for that naturalize. So like you're in both block and the standard of Kamigawa Ravnica, you played 4 Jite even in your like control deck that played very few creatures because you played it as a kill spell for their Jite. It was kind of ridiculous.
Well, GT does everything.
Yeah.
There's nothing GT don't do.
Yeah. Fate's Fetters was the other option for like stopping Jite once that set came around. I'll do a lot more talking about Kamigawa when we get there. Hopefully we do get there. But at least the things we can see here, Top was not nearly as popular when the set first came out. You had to have a deck that had a lot of like. There weren't fetches in Standard with it. There were some decks that did make use of it. Like I'm not saying that it wasn't like played, but it wasn't like this auto include in things.
Type your tower first.
You had to have a reason to play Top, and like the green decks could do it because like with 4 Sack Tribe Elder, 4 Kodama's Reach, you did have a reason to play Top. Like
yeah, like they're just gonna hold up Condescend.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do against it.
Like we'll play Kamal and then have it be countered. Ooh. Maybe we play Kamal, have it get countered, and then play Skullclamp.
That's kind of what I'm thinking about here. I could also just freaking Tooth and Nail Entwined and call their bluff, but I don't believe it's a bluff. You know?
That they considered doing something last turn and then didn't.
Right.
And that's a hell of a Yomi layer if they don't. I guess. Okay, which one do we want to get countered? Tooth or Nail or Kamal?
The answer there is Duplicant.
Yeah, but what are we gonna? We have nothing to duplicate.
I know. I'm aware of that. Damn it.
I mean, we could just do holding patterns, but that feels. I don't know how it feels. What do you think?
I think we want to do something, I just don't know what.
Oh no! Watch it be Monolake.
We can counter that. I did this play to try to bait out a Monolake, no lie. Fuck.
Oh, okay.
Um.
Well, I guess we have Kamal in play. I guess they have Duplicant. Yeah, we're not playing Clamp. No.
No.
Or, shit. I'm confused.
No.
Don't tell me they actually have Jack All. I would be so mad.
Well, even if they have Jack All, we got Carmel into play. Like,
yeah, if we just activate Kamal and like
crush, they just die, right? Like,
or do they just play Trisk and like kill Kamal?
Sure. Okay. I guess.
Or, yeah. Okay.
Cool. I don't care.
Funny thing is, Wirewood Herald can still attack. Okay.
Because now I get Clamp with nothing to stop me. Which is what I'm going to do here.
They're going echoing truth us.
Sure. Make me
Just
spend...
waste our time.
Waste our time.
Just fondle my microphone a little bit on accident.
Birds.
Yeah, Birds of Paradise says tap a forest, draw 2 cards.
Oh my god, alright.
Okay, they're going to top at us.
Look, buddy, I just want to draw 3 cards for 1 mana, alright?
Not a 7 mana 1/1 Necrotal. No, that was the worst FTK you ever saw in your life. But now we love Trisk.
Not the cards I wanted to draw. Give me Viridian Shaman, thank you very much. Actually, do I just want more Wirewood Herald?
Yeah, Herald because the other Herald is a Viridian Shaman.
Yeah. Hey. I'm gonna draw some more cards here. Sure, not more Skullclamps? That seems fine. Give me a Viridian Shaman, thank you very much.
Ooh, do we do birds now, or do we? I get it.
They have 6'd on the turn, so... Wait, are they fully F6'd?
They can stop F6ing if they want. Oh. Okay.
Called your bluff.
Do you wanna... Okay, now we, we just return for Viridian Shaman now.
Yeah.
And then clamp birds.
I'm gonna keep playing Shaman.
Okay. I think we kill the Mox because the Talisman does damage to them. And get the other clamp down. So we do have Dark Steel next turn, but we also have Tooth and Nail, which is just better.
Yep. Anyway, so that was something that only could happen on Magic Online.
Yeah, our opponent F6'd and did not 5.
Yeah.
So they could not... We got to kill...
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
Don't care.
Like, I'm here to kill all your blue sources, so...
Yeah, for those at home, you can never, ever, ever kill an untapped top.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
I'm happy with this outcome.
This untapped Vine Trellis.
Cool thing there is that that's cost.
Yeah.
Returning the elf is cost, so... Yeah, so F6 is pass with, no, like, is full pass, never gain priority. And, like, I had noticed that they had F6'd in response to my spells, so I took advantage of that fact, because welcome to Magic Online.
We just slam Tooth and Nail 1 to try to get their card out of their hand. Or we could tool around with, like, Duplicant or...
I'm gonna play Duplicant. Can you have a tap top in play? Yeah, if you tapped it. Like, you can, like, you can instant speed kill a top in response to the tapping of it.
Mm-hmm. Or, like, if there are other edge cases, like if you tapped it for your Tangle Wire or something like that.
Yes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play Wood Elves. Wood Elves is 1 mana, put a land into play, and then another mana to draw 2 cards. Oh hey, look, it's Wirewood Symbiote again.
Alright. Want to eat one of the birds? Eat the Duplicant? Okay. We've outdrawn our opponent by going to be 9 cards as soon as we eat one of our birds of paradises.
Yeah. Give me a full hand. Alright, sweet.
Hey. Okay, they also have lots of mana.
Which, now that our Kamal's dead, we can't, like, murder.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. Actually, hold up.
You make it so that, Okay. They've F6'd again. Our opponent's got on stone flanks.
Yeah, let's entwine a tooth and nail at this, I suppose.
Just grab a couple Triskelions.
Yeah, let's just grab a couple Triskelions and let's... If you got Memnarch, I can just duplicate it. And also, might as well put out the Wirewood.
One moment.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, now we have 1,000 mana. Is this Memnarch? This could be Memnarch. Memnarch, cool. So Memnarch steals Darksteel Colossus, and then we just duplicate it. There's no problem here. It looks like a problem, but it actually isn't. Did you know Skullclamp is a completely unfair card?
I don't know what kind of changes you could make to Skullclamp to make it fair. Like, even making it draw a card is still pretty huzo.
Yeah.
Like a Quip 3 or something like that. But like any single change you make to it doesn't quite do it. So
Anyway, here's duplicate.
and then we Wirewood Symbiote to kill Memnarch.
And then Wirewood Symbiote, untap this, bounce this.
Our 11/11 no longer has trample and indestructible, but that doesn't matter in this matchup.
Yep.
Well, the trample does, but the indestructible doesn't.
Oh, hey, look, more topping. So losing indestructible is actually a boon, because if they play their second Memnarch and steal duplicate, we just go ahead and do the.
Yeah, we can kill duplicate with a.
Buddy, you're not actually stealing any time from me. I'm auto yielded to this.
But like Alright, and attack with all creatures. Well, no. Just attack with Wirewood Symbiote and
Yeah.
Triskelion. No reason to attack with Birds of Paradise.
Yep. Yeah, so, yeah, the original card did not give the minus on toughness. They gave it the minus and thought that there was a drawback, so they lowered the cost. It was a very, very late change. There's a fun story about doing some, like, play testing with, like, Affinity at the time, and somebody had put, like, a Skullclamp in there, and they were like, oh, wow, where did you pull that? Is that from, like, are you play testing Legacy? And it's like, no, that's from Darksteel. Like, oh. And that was the moment they knew that they completely fucked up. Sure.
Well, those are the kind of mistakes I like, where they make bold decisions and then have them completely backfire. It's earnest and good.
Oh my god, we're still topping. this was an era where late changes broke cards constantly. That era is what we call the year 2017, my dude, my friend.
It's a year where they still do this.
Yeah, that kind of hasn't changed in my
Yeah,
mind.
Tarmogoyf did not put an end to that. No, 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 no.
I disagree pretty heavily on that. Jace saw a last minute change that made it much more powerful than it was. After Tarmogoyf, you have people not realizing how powerful Fairies was as a deck. I don't know if that counts as a last minute change. Are we seriously doing this? Rhino, yeah, Rhino was another late change. Trying to think of other ones that were more recent. All right, we are finally done here.
I thought Saheeli kind of was.
That was less a late change and literally just them not realizing that Felidar Guardian targeted planeswalkers.
That was Felidar Guardian. I thought like the Saheeli in a general was a late card. He was added to the set
yes,
late.
She was, but I don't think there was any like problems that stemmed specifically from that.
It's a Smuggler's Copter.
Oh, yes, Smuggler's Copter was pushed at the last minute. The Smuggler's Copter had a lot of different iterations. There's a good article about what it was. It used to have 4 power. It used to loot on come into play. It actually got reined in. It used to be more powerful, if you can believe that.
Well, they had a new permanent type, and they wanted to go somewhere with it.
Yeah.
I think we can keep Mountain in this time.
You're right. Not every mistake is the result of shuffling abilities right before print, but they definitely have made mistakes in like it still happens. Like Skullclamp and almost all of this is a very big example of it, but it has not stopped. So
yeah, they've gotten better about it. For one,
For one.
I don't want to go on my tangents about how WotC is cowards again. Yeah, it seems decent.
I'm in. I like Viridian Shaman with Wirewood Symbiote.
We might not actually lead with Wooded Foothills, because we kind of actually do want to draw the forest land.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess it's all up to you. Ooh,
Goodness. Alright, our opponent is just spending all of their cards again. Thank you, Squirrel Token, for the bits. I appreciate the bits.
Eat the penny. Today was a good day for Copper Popper.
That's good. There's our 4th land.
Yeah. Now we do Wooded Foothills.
And we're gonna play the Symbiote.
This is round 2, game 2, against the same deck.
I've got to get a auto yield there. Oboro is an interesting land. It's an island that you can just pay 1 to bounce. I like it.
That ability has utility, but not a. It's weird.
That's why I like it.
Most of the time, it does not do anything. It's a subtle land, and that I like a subtle land.
It's also like a anti-land destruction sort of thing, except for like because Stone Rain was in this block. And Molten Rain was in Mirrodin, so like LD.
What it was an actual thing is it was like a stealth way to immediately get 7 cards in hand.
Yes.
Plus, a lot of Cloudfolk abilities had discard a card attached to them.
Well, they had bounce lands.
They had bounce lands, but also like discard a card, some of them did. Anyways, it was a stealth way to do tricks. If you had a Merfolk Looter, it lets you turn your land into a card.
Yeah.
It's something that actually came up recently because the exact same ability is on the Blue God, the Ibis.
Oh my goodness, we're still here.
Opponent likes developing their mana. Use Viridian Shaman there.
Yeah.
Chrome Mox. They're not F6'd.
I know. But I'm gonna start blowing up their mana. Like, why not?
Why not?
Maybe I can get Vernal Bloom through and then continue blowing up their mana.
We might even be able to attack with Viridian Shaman before we bounce it to replay it.
Did any of the Moonfolk ever see play besides Maloku? If we're being technical, the patron of the Moonfolk has some infinite combos, but no, none of the other actual Moonfolk.
Yeah.
Were
you see,
very
every once in a
playable.
while you'll see like a patron deck appear in Modern for about 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's like seeing a.
It's like seeing a unicorn.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens. Oh my god.
Sometimes it's a zebra, not a horse. So they're looking for that other land.
You spin me around.
Watch out, here I come.
Come.
Temio is a moonfolk, yeah.
Temio's a moonfolk, but I assume the question was more specific to had a from Kamigawa on it.
I guess patron of the moonfolk wasn't a moonfolk either.
That's why
the patron of it.
I know. That's why I brought it up as sort of like a side note to it. Actually, hold on.
We should attack first.
Yeah, let's attack. Let's attacking first.
Our Viridian Shaman. Yeah. This Viridian Shaman is almost like a
It's Avalanche. This is Avalanche Riders. We're just untap this, return an elf to my hand. Yeah, sure. Let's do some crushing.
I love this. You never get to do this anymore.
Look at them.
Yes, look at it. Our opponent is in hell.
You don't get to put opponents in hell anymore.
They spent 2 cards to get a land, and then we blew it up for free. Fuck you, Baltimore.
I'm gonna blow up their top next turn and make them spend mana on replaying top. Like, it's great. Viridian Shaman is a really dumb card.
Well, not really. It's just a Manic Vandal.
All right, let me rephrase. Viridian Shaman's a really dumb card in a world where lands are artifacts. So
yeah. Also, Wirewood said, "Oh, they're gonna do it for us."
Oh, goodbye, top.
Did they spend the top to protect it?
I think they might have. I'm playing Vernal Bloom next turn.
They draw another top.
Thank you, Squirrel Tech. Alright, well, let's just do the beatdown.
Grey Ogres and 2 mana 1/1s go.
4-turn clock. It's on you to stop me.
Bloom.
Yeah, we'll play Vernal Bloom. We're immune to Mana Leak.
We are indeed immune to Mana Leak.
For dumb reasons.
Because we bounce Viridian Shaman with, yeah.
Yeah, because we can untap Vine Trellis. Cool.
Now we're just immune to Mana Leak.
Yeah.
Are they going for it?
No, they're going for Scry 2.
Okay.
No, I got you. You want to find cards. I understand.
1 mana Scry 2. Not the worst.
Give me another reason to bounce Viridian Shaman. Also of note, we talked about Sundering Titan, and take a look at what it would do. Nothing here.
It would do, yeah. Oop.
Oh.
We can't do that immediately, so they get a turn of mana for 2 cards.
Maloku gone.
Okay, that makes sense. They cast Faithless Looting almost.
Yep. How much mana do they have left?
1.
0. None. How much life do they have? 4.
11. So we have. They get about Tooth and for Kamal.
I think I can just win if I do that. Pretty sure if I Tooth for Kamal, I win on the spot.
Like Tooth for Kamal and Wood Elves.
Yeah, I think I'll actually have to grab a Wood Elves in there, but or.
How we probably still do, so that Although it's harder to keep track of which forest has summoning sickness now.
I'm not turning him on.
Okay.
I don't need to. I've got, like, lethal on the board. So, Kermal, Fist of Crochet, and,
I guess Tris. Oh, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We might still need.
We've got 5. We've got.
Okay, yeah. I always forget if Kamal's activation is 4 or 5.
They just flat green, 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 too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Hooray!
Like, there were moon folks that, like... No, I'm trying to think. I don't think there were actually any moon folks that were, like, actually played other than Maloku. I know, like, in Limited, they were quite powerful. A lot of them had flying. They had techs that let you turn lands into abilities. Like, they were quite good there. But in Constructed, like, it's like Maloku or bust.
Urayo Sarami Ascendant
Ooh,
banned in,
okay.
in Commander.
The one that... Okay, actually, there was a mono blue deck after Saviors came out, after the core set, after Saviors. There was a mono blue deck that had a combo to beat Tooth and Nail, and the combo to beat Tooth and Nail on the sideboard was it would twin cast the Tooth and Nail, because the Tooth and Nail was uncounterable off of Boseiju, so they couldn't counter it. So they would twin cast it and grab Uyo? It had an ability that let you pick up 2 lands to fork.
Uyo Silent Prophet.
Yeah, Uyo Silent... Okay, I was right. Uyo Silent Prophet.
6 1 4 4, flying 2, bounce 2 lands, copy target instant sorcery. You may choose new targets for the copy.
So you would grab Uya and a Mephidros Vampire, and then copy the spell again, and grab another Mephidros Vampire and a Triskelion. And then Mephidros Vampires say whenever you deal damage to a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So you would use your Trisk to start shooting all the creatures in play down to 1 toughness. And then Trisk would have enough counters to just lethal your opponent before the resolution of their Tooth and Nail. They just die on the spot.
Each creature you control is a vampire in addition to its other types, and has, whenever this creature deals damage to a creature, put a 1 counter on this creature.
So yeah, that was the sideboard plan against Tooth and Nail in the mono blue deck, because the mono blue deck couldn't beat Tooth and Nail when they Boseiju the Tooth and Nail. So, like, it had to keep, like, it was this cool, like, arms race, and it was a nifty, you know? I loved it.
So, once again, we're going to be fighting.
Yeah, right.
Actually, you know what we need to fight
I want to get
Affinity and lose immediately.
I was gonna say,
unlike if Wood Elves and Wirewood Symbiote were lands, this would still lose to Affinity. But
that's not kidding. That's actually not kidding.
Now their clock would be too fast. But
I'm trying to think. I'm doing the mental math on what the odds of drawing all 4 copies of Viridian Shaman in an opener are. Anyway.
That's just 4 out of 61.
This hand sucks.
Ugh.
This hand double sucks. Cool. I have to bottom that because I need to find real cards.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Well.
Violent One's the most powerful play they have.
Well.
I should have just kept 4x Viridian Shaman.
Relied on our ability to draw lands.
Yeah. That would have been funnier, I think.
No, we just need to draw our 3 other Viridian Shaman. We have 3 mana.
I still don't think that's enough.
Not with them keeping his 7, no.
Like, that is the trick. There's a reason that most of the decks at this time main boarded 12 Shatter Pluses, like Oxidize, Viridian Shaman, and still lost.
So Vile stays at 2, right? Don't know the spheres.
Oh, I'm gonna take advantage of this.
Oh, if we blow up their Vile, we might actually have half a chance.
Really want to blow up that land if I could, but the vial's gonna put like more danger. Oh God. This is cranial plating Affinity too.
How can you tell the sphere?
No, because the Skullclamp versions weren't playing it. I do not own these. This is a standard gauntlet to play old standards. You just jump in and play with old standard decks.
No, both Affinity decks are playing Chromatic Sphere.
Yeah, but only one's playing Vial.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. It's weird. Yeah, okay.
If they, because they missed the land drop, I want to cut them off of the mana. They'll be able to vial things in at us, which is going to suck. Yep. But if they don't draw a land, all they can do is vial things at us. And it's not like they have Master of Ethereum or Etched Champion to vial at us.
Thoughtcast!
How do you like Ancestral Recall?
It's almost.
It's not like a good card.
Okay.
This is the best line we could literally have. This right here.
Mm-hmm. So we'll have 6, 7.
If you download MTGO right now, you could play this. Well, MTGO has a lot of monetary costs attached to it. So,
yeah.
like, everything...
It's here!
Motherfucker. Cool. Sweet. Excellent. Let's do it. Kill me. Hey, what's up? That only cost 1.
Mirror Enforcer. See, we have no good duplicate targets right now.
Like, what am I even doing with Tooth and Nail? I'm taking this hit, by the way.
I didn't want to trade Viridian Shaman for Arcbound Worker. Well, any creature we duplicate just becomes a...
But if I get but if I get the 4/4 off the table,
yeah.
Like,
so do we eat?
I try to eat the Mirror Enforcer here,
The Ravager should eat it.
100%. So Ravager is let me pull up Ravager here. 1 mana or 2 mana starts with 1 counter. Second artifact, put +1/+1 counter on Ravager. Modular 1. When it dies, you move its counters.
And what it's going to do is it's going to attack. You can try to block with Duplicant. It'll eat Arcbound Worker.
And become a 4/4.
Probably whatever they vial in here.
Which is another Ravager.
A Tog!
Oh god. Oh yep, there's Tog in here.
This is the one time in Magic's history where a Tog was super amazingly good.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
I most definitely like do not recommend Magic Online, which I find hilarious, but I just don't. Might be done.
But we have to block a Tog. What do we do?
We have to block a Tog or we die on the spot. Can I ask why I don't... The cost is the main thing. Magic Online is, compared to every single other digital card game, is incredibly costly. You're paying actual dollars the same as you would in real life to do a thing.
They want you to pay just as much money for Moto as you do with the other forms of Magic.
Right, so like a draft on Magic Online costs $14, just as much as it would in real life. The client is very poor, again, compared to basically every other digital card game, something like Hearthstone or Eternal or
It has to deal with a lot more complicated things, so it has a lot of bugs. If you like playing limited and you want to play limited basically whenever you want from home, but you play it a lot, then...
Oh, that kind of is incredible there. I didn't expect a Tog to die.
Oh, they didn't kill Duplicant?
Ooh, okay. Well, the problem here is actually going to be this Blinkmoth Nexus now. Damn it!
Decisions.
The moment I blocked with that, this appeared to the top of my deck. We're playing Karmal. Any word of them doing an overhaul? This program's existed for 15 years, and they are super slow on doing anything. No.
Although there was an update like 4 or 5 years ago. When was that?
5 years ago.
Yeah. Theros. It was when Theros happened. Was when they rolled out the changes like for everyone.
What do you got to violin? Another Atog?
Another Ravager.
Am I dead?
Yeah.
Am I... Okay, Blinkmoth Nexus is flying. Cranial Plating on Blinkmoth Nexus is 1, 2... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't die to Nexus, but I die on the following turn to Blinkmoth Nexus. So I'll have to leave birds up to block that. Because, yeah, this is 9 flying and then can become... If this Ravager sacks itself, it could become higher. But I'm just taking 9 here. Okay, birds are chump blockers. Really need that tooth. Is there a way I can win this with Karmal overruns?
So what happens right now if we activate Kamal and attack?
Probably something bad with Arcbound Ravager. Not the worst, though.
Like... They have a vial open. They have...
I'm gonna go ahead and play birds, and I'm going to overrun. I don't know what I'm attacking with, though. Maybe
it might just be...
Just Duplicant?
It might just be Duplicant. So you don't want Kamal to die.
Yeah, let's go just Duplicant. Let's get some damage in on him, and then maybe next turn, if I draw a land, I can use that to, like, activate some mana and then, like, get in with Karmal for lethal. We'll see. We have to chump block the Blinkmoth Nexus with birds this turn.
Okay, this deck's playing 0 removal, so I wanted to check, because the other one's playing Electrostatic Bolt, so...
Right, the one that hits artifact creatures for... Okay, I think the... So... If they attacked all out, that would be... Yep. That's the play.
Okay.
So we have to block all 3 of these. Because all of these are lethal threats right now. That's the trick here. So Arcbound Ravager can become... This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That Ravager can just become an 11/11 at a moment's notice. So we're going to have to chump with birds. Chump with birds. Chump with wirewood. And then I need to draw a forest. And if I draw a forest, I have 7, 5, 4, which is my opponent's life total plus 1. We can do it.
We can do it, kids. We have heavy sideboarding to be doing.
Ravager goes off, moves its counter. We are now in, again, 1 land wins us the game.
But we still have a...
Nope.
Okay. They still have open vial, too. But...
Trample. We should be fine with it. Like, even, I guess, yeah, with that, like...
Like, if they... I don't know what creature they could put in that'd be big enough to save them from it, but...
So yeah, we had one of the best starts we could possibly have had. Had too much faltering post that, but like definitely as good a start as we possibly could have had.
So, oxidizers are coming in. Do we bring in the natural ices too?
We bring in everything.
Okay.
And that won't be enough, but we do it anyway. So oxidize in, naturalize in, and then we bring out like that.
Do we even bother with Clasm?
No, Clasm's worthless in this matchup. All their creatures either want to die or can avoid it. The overrun line loses to an Atog, but the overrun line is also the only line that wins us the game.
Yeah. It was we were playing to the out we had, which was that.
It was quite specifically the only thing I could have done to win the game, rather than play to like not lose. Oh, jeez, what do I like? Is Vine Trellis? Vine Trellis, I don't think is any good in this. I don't.
And it doesn't actually block anything. So one more cut.
Like Tooth, like how. Like, some of our top... Like, I want to have a Darksteel Colossus as, like, a way to win. I don't think we want... How much of this top end we actually want. Like, Trisk...
Yeah, we really need to... Once we get into position where we can land one of them and, like, stabilize, the game is ours eventually. We just have to get to that point.
The problem is that getting that point involves, like, we need, like, a Viridian Shaman Wirewood Symbiote loop.
Mm-hmm. Or we need our opponent to, like, dump their hand and then find a way to eat it.
Actually gonna do it this way.
That seems fine.
I guess let's play first. Sure.
Hero Mountain.
I'll keep this. We have Skullclamp.
A Clamp, we have Herald, we have two Viridian Shamans.
Triskelion does one important job, and we haven't seen it, but there's this nice card that our opponent gets to play called Disciple of the Vault. Disciple of the Vault is the final piece of the puzzle of Affinity. Affinity is this like puzzle that has like so many working pieces, and it needs, with all of them in place, it is a unstoppable, unmistakably powerful machine.
Disciple of Vault has it's a 1/1/1 for black common that says whenever artifact you control is put to a graveyard, target opponent loses 1 life.
It's the card that means that if your opponent is doing... Oh, I found my Viridian Shaman target.
Ah, thank Christ.
Yeah. But yeah,
Attack.
Without Disciple of the Vault, the deck actually does have weaknesses. Like, with Disciple of the Vault...
Oh, it's just artifact?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's dumber. Most cards in Affinity are dumber than you think.
It's a tiny bit dumber than you thought they would be. Like, Ravager is artifact, not artifact creature.
Yep. At least we get to kill Cranial Plating. I'm not willing to attack with Herald, because Herald is a Skullclamp next turn. But yeah, so the thing with... And of course, the thing with that Disciple of the Vault does is it means that Wrath of God style effects, things like Chroma's Vengeance, which would normally just beat the deck flat, casting means you lose 14 life and die.
That was a 0-mana Frogmite and a 2-mana Mirror Enforcer.
That's fine. We actually can, like, compete here. Bit stunning, but, like, we can. I want the search first, thank you.
So you maybe draw 2 Wirewood, or 2 Viridian Shaman.
Well, I want the search first so that I actually have a higher chance of drawing Wirewood Symbiote, is the reason I'm doing it in this order. Get this off the board. Next turn, we get to play Vernal Bloom plus birds plus eat birds, maybe.
Maybe eat birds.
But yeah, the Chroma's Vengeance is a card that, like, normally against Affinity in like a vacuum, you'd play it and they would lose the game. But the way it actually plays out is like with Disciple of the Vault in play, you're not getting there. Birds. Yeah, we're gonna eat birds. I want to draw some cards, please. Sweet.
Okay, there's a way to deal with Blink Boss Nexus.
Yep. If they have a plating here, okay, more mirror enforcing, that's fine. And we're just gonna take some damage in the air. Okay. I'm gonna block this. Okay. I was like, where did my shaman go?
And it zipped over here. Okay.
So the 1/1 counter for Markbound Worker gets to move onto, yep, onto there, which is kind of the play I wanted. That'll be later.
Yeah.
We're gonna play Duplicant to get rid of Mirror Enforcer.
That's big.
Yeah, now we have a 4/4.
Feel like clamping anything? Or like putting a clamp on a creature?
What the hell is that?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
Yeah, 2 mana 4/4s and 0 mana 2/2s. First blood. That trades with Frogmite anyways.
Yeah. And this leaves up the Naturalize. We're in a pretty decent position here.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't have like a Glimmer Void to be able to... Okay, let's do this now, because you don't let that... Fine. Okay.
Hey! Okay.
Okay.
Whew. Just take the wind out.
Yeah. They were... It's weird to say, but that's a slow hand for them. Like, you know, 2 mana 4/4s and free 2/2s, like, that's a slow start. So
any start where they don't, like, have a Vial early or don't have a Ravager out early is pretty slow.
I think this is fine.
Throw it on back.
Yeah, Vial on 1 is probably the worst thing they can do on 1. Skullclamp means I'm fine here. We have that Naturalize.
Clamp with Elves, Naturalize 2.
Disciple?
Oh, Vial.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Foothills. You might get to Naturalize something like a Ravager or a Plating here on 2.
Ooh. I'm thinking about Stone Raining them again. Are we going to see an Arcbound Worker out of their hand? Okay.
Oh!
Oh, Christ.
Hi, alright. That's fine.
We might not be clamping. What else?
No, we've got a... Okay, they drew a land. They can't Thoughtcast here. There's currently a bug on MTGO that they can't... That Thoughtcast doesn't work the way it should, as far as, like, activation costs, or, like, locking in the mana cost.
Mm-hmm. So if you try to cast off Chromatic Sphere, it doesn't work?
Yeah, it doesn't work that way, which it should. The order of operations on it.
Yeah, because Chromatic Sphere is a mana ability, things get weird.
Okay.
Okay.
The Vial's still on 1.
Okay, now it goes to 2.
Atog? Please be Ravager, actually.
Okay, that's actually good.
It's not the greatest, because Blinkmoth Nexus is going to get all the counters from it, unless they tap out for some... Yes! Okay, now it's going on Frogmite, damn it.
But we can kill the Ravager and then put the clamp on Shaman
Yeah.
to block Frogmite.
So, destroy that.
Although it might eat Chromatic Sphere to put more counters on Frogmite.
But this doesn't get the card on the active... This isn't Star, so...
They would have just done it to... They didn't, though.
Yeah. And second Skullclamp down. Wood Elves will be nice, because Wood Elves is a mana writ that draws you cards. Verdant Bloom is definitely a card I want to see off the top soon.
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah.
Although, hell, we might just tooth and nail just for Darksteel Colossus.
Ooh, just to slam it down? That's not
Yeah,
bad.
just to get a mana discount on it.
We do have the eventuality problem of this. We need, like, a Trisk sooner or later to deal with Disciple.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yep,
okay.
uh-huh.
There's the blue
Oh,
mana.
that's blue, so here comes a Thought Cast. So, yeah, and they've got 4 artifacts. No, they've only got 3 artifacts here. This is not on, so they have to spend 2 if they want it. Oh, no, they have to spend 2 hold mana to draw 2 cards. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Well, luckily Viridian Shaman just gets to...
Viridian Shaman does get to block. We have the emergency situation of double clamping Viridian Shaman to draw a bunch of
Yeah,
cards.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, I take that trade every day of the week.
Yeah, please.
This is exactly what we wanted.
I'm in.
Unless it's going to... Oh, no.
Ravager? Yeah, Ravager. Cool. I thought they were going to do something like pump it with Ravager, but no, they're just trying to make their own Ravager. That's really dumb. Cool, cool.
Well?
Oh my god, they can't put counters on anything because they can't activate this Blinkmoth Nexus.
Goodness.
Hold on.
I mean, what else first?
Yeah, what else first? This is... So...
Shields down.
Now, funny thing here is, the only reason shields are down is because of the Chromatic Sphere bug. Normally, they would have been able to lock in the mana cost to that, and, like...
They would have
They would have this vault up.
They would have vault up to, yeah. But Civil War reenactment.
Yes.
Within the rules of the system, this is completely fair. How do we attack with Viridian Shaman? Their vials tapped.
Yeah, I think so. Let's get in some damage. They might not know about that either, because, like, the whole chromatic... I'm bringing it up and making a bigger deal about it, but it's, like, the most edge case of edge cases. Like, it's
we
not
just
like
happen to find it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty understand... Okay, yep. Mirror Forcer, that's fine. Can I draw 7th? You know, okay.
Oh, you know what? Sure.
I'm in. I'm game.
A-okay.
We don't lose a life to this.
Do we attack with both Viridian Shaman?
I'm in with it all.
Ah, okay, you're cool to kill Disciple Default.
Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Any day of the week.
Yeah, any day of the week.
Okay, we got a 4-4. We're actually in a very good position here. Though, it's Affinity, so, like, theft of the game is something that could easily come out of nowhere with a Cranial Plating draw.
Yeah, I think if we can draw and oxidize or something. We have Tooth and we have Tooth.
Yeah, we could Tooth and just put Colossus into play.
Or do we just want to draw a bunch of cards off Wood Elves?
Yeah, Goblins is in this Gauntlet as well.
Mm-hmm. That's why there is a Pyroclasms on our sideboard.
Alright, check this shit out. Bam! This is, like, double Dark Writ.
That's worth it.
Alright, Darksteel Colossus is gonna... Up. Alright. That is a way that they can win this. Is, like... Ravager?
Tog?
Ravager or Tog and I lose.
Whiff.
Because I'm at 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 activation. So...
Chromatic Sphere. Okay.
You should have done that first before you, Vialed, but you still might just draw into a Tog, and then, okay, E-Bolt.
Okay, Bolt.
Whenever an artifact...
However, we're going to put both Skull Clamps on Darksteel Colossus. Maybe. I'm not sure what we're going to do.
Yeah. I'm figuring that out, too.
We're at 6 if they block with Mirror Enforcer.
I think if we just all out...
Yeah.
Yeah, Ravager or Atog would have killed us on the spot because again, Disciple is like the most ridiculous. I've talked about how all in the deck is when it's like, oh yeah, they sack their board and Ravager's an 11/11. But when they sack their board, Ravager's an 11/11, and by the way, you take 10 damage.
Ah, oh, we did it. Oh.
Okay. I feel pretty good about beating Affinity. We were playing a Skullclamp era deck, so like we were playing a very like. No lie, our deck is also very unfair playing Skullclamp in a mana ramp deck that fixes a lot of the problems with it. But Affinity is still.
Okay, we kind of have to wrap this up quick because
Yeah.
it is
Is 7?
time. It's time for shooting people.
Okay, so this, you know what? Well timed. It's exactly 7 o'clock.
Exactly 7. I need to set up the stream.
All right.
It'll take like a minute, but we're basically done. 0 play points.
Thank you.
We beat Affinity. Wait, you know what? We didn't go 2-1. Undefeated.
Oh my god! Oh, we
lost
finally
again.
we did it. We finally did it. Anyway,
Lost 2 games, actually.
thank you. Thanks Gnome for joining on this journey of.
No problem.
We didn't get to see all the decks that I wanted to. I wanted to see a slide variant, but that's just me because I love Astral Slide. But thank you everybody in the zoo for joining. I hope you had a fun time with this. This is the era that people talked about when I started. So it was like right on the edge of when I started playing. So I know the legends of the time period, but I wasn't there. So like, it's secondhand, but we're getting to the point where it's non-secondhand. Thank you. That was a demo and Scroll Token for the bits. I appreciate all that. I appreciate all the support and all that jazz.
Before we go, someone name the Left 4 Dead 2 stream. Somebody go.
Yeah, somebody name the Left 4 Dead 2 stream. I guess we're probably gonna be off by the time you start. So anyway, thank you all for joining. You can come join us playing Left 4 Dead 2 in a little bit at Gnomebitten stream, which I'll set up to host here. So it's just twitch.tv/Gnomebitten. Anyway, night everybody.
Good night.